And we are live. Everyone, welcome back to another awesome session. And I am excited to introduce our next speaker, and that's Fernando, who is a senior market research at Semrush. Welcome, welcome.
Hello, Natalie. Hello, everyone. Welcome to my session today.
Awesome. Tell us what it is that you're going to talk about today.
Well, we're going to be talking about some data because we are data lovers and what is happening right now and what is going to be the kind of future for search and acquisition, where we are heading since the change we had the last couple of years. We have several changes in our industry. I'm very excited to talk about this the next 20 minutes.
Awesome. Let's kick it off.
Perfect. So let me share my screen then. Um, and in present mode, you're seeing my whole screen. So basically, we have several data sets that we want to share during this presentation. And the thing is, we love numbers because we can avoid such words like I think, I believe, or maybe with data, right? Because data is very precise and very transparent. Basically, this is the thing that we are doing at Semrush. We are working right now. It's our 13th anniversary. We have several million users around the globe. I'm here in one of our offices in Prague, in the Czech Republic. But basically, we are also in Boston, in Philadelphia, in Dallas. We are in St. Petersburg. We are basically everywhere, and with people working from remotely from their homes as well. More than 1,000 Semrushers around the globe, and we are data lovers. We love to talk about numbers. And today we want to present you what is the situation with this revolution, data revolution, right? So in the in the 900s, we have these massive industrial changes with mass production factories. Then we have the age of distribution with global connections. We have several type of transport, sea, by flights, different changes. Again, in the 1990s, with the information, you can see that all people that we're connected with the internet. Well, right now we are living another type of revolution, which is the user era. Why is that, and why people are talking about this? Well, basically, during the last year, the whole year, we saw that all the changes that we were expecting to be in the digital transformation industry in sector, we were expecting to have a huge massive transformation in the next 5 or maybe 10 years, but everything happened in just couple of months. So that's a really great push to the era of the information and the era of the user. So here you can see that the level of attention that companies right now are using to have more and more users is really madness. Why is that? Because every person in the world is basically using the internet, right? And with that, we can say that what companies, big name companies are spending their time on basically is information about where the users are, what are they doing, how they are pursuing their next purchase, what is the price that they are willing to pay, and where they can find more users. So information, price, and place. These are the three key points that most of the companies are thinking of for acquiring more and more users. And basically, we can say right now that users are not only empowered today; they have rights. If an user they don't like the way you are presenting your services or products, they're not gonna be coming back to your store, to your blog anymore. So because they have plenty of other options, that's why they can choose wherever they like. And companies they need to be attracting more users to their website, right? Basically, when we are trying to acquire something, when we are looking for an information, let's say that we can do whatever we want in our immediate context and in the moment when we need something. I remember I was a couple of years ago in Australia at 2 a.m. I just wake up because I was with this time difference lag, right? And I remember I wanted to eat something, and I say, okay, I want some Chinese food, right? 2 a.m., Melbourne, Australia, easy to find something like that. Or here in Prague, I wanted to try the new, well, it's not new anymore. The Samsung S21 Ultra Max, whatever, right? And I can do it the next day of the launch of this product. So whatever we want in whatever the time we need, we can find it because of the internet. This is something really, really brilliant of the time that we are living. But things are changing because you can find different type of users not in one only single place. You can be finding users, you can discover more users through several different paths. For example, let me give you this piece of research that we held last year. We collected information about e-commerces. We analyzed around 2,000 the most popular e-commerce in the world with around several different industries: fashion, consumer electronics, health, beauty, to understand, okay, what are the trends, how people are buying, right, and how these industries are growing. Let's say, for example, for the keyword buy online. So we can see that in February, well, the rise of buy online searches was really high, more than 100%. But at the end of the year, at the middle of the year, was a little bit down. So people trying to just buy online, the growth was really significant. Then we can see that the traffic to e-commerce websites, the global data that we are holding here, was growing really, really great, more than 35% globally. So if you are in the e-commerce sector, you should be really happy about the situation because you were the winners here. And then you can see the fastest growing e-commerce categories by traffic. Basically, number one, home and garden, people locked down, right? Food and groceries, sports and outdoors. So these three categories were attracting more people, or people were searching more this type of products. Then you can see that the traffic sources division between January 2019 and September 2020 was basically all based on direct traffic. Then search, then referral, then social, then paid. But direct traffic is dominating and still is dominating because of several points here. The first one is, of course, trust, branding, people that know and love the brand that they're choosing, the brand that they are recognizing as the most trusted one, so they're going to be come back for to buy more and more stuff. Then you can see that, well, what about the products? So with non-branded products, in this case, with the first touch point for user acquisition, we can see here that the first place is gift and flowers. A lot of these products during the last year, then home and garden, then you can see groceries and food, then pets and products, then outdoor sports, then fashion, right? Well, basically, how companies were attracting for converting those people that were in their websites. Basically, the most popular CTAs, the call to action across e-commerce globally in 2020, was per category, as you can see: consumer electronics, trusted scenes, tech support, authorized dealer, or, for example, in health and beauty, free samples, limited edition, award winning. So these were the words, the winning words for converting people, because people were clicking more on this and they were reacting more. So with all that information, let's see about the product. So basically the winner here was frozen bread with the growth between March last year and March this year. People are still consuming a lot of frozen bread. Then cheese gift box, then webcams, yoga mats, beer gift box, puzzles, and so on. So there are certain type of products that people are still consuming more and more because they are already get used to it, and is good for them. So these are the products that they are still the winners since last year. And of course, what about the traffic to the top e-commerce platforms? The traffic is still there, up. It's not going down by any means. And here you can see that, okay, just in October, we saw a little push down. Then, starting from Black Friday, everything was up since this year, right? And here you can see that, okay, people are not only searching on Google. Google is not the only place that people can search something. You can search several stuff on Amazon, on eBay, TripAdvisor, Trivago, on Pinterest. Even you can search a lot of stuff on YouTube, right? Um, there are also kind of several ways to do the passive search. For example, you can do it in your smart TV, in YouTube, in your smart TV, or on Instagram, or on Twitter, or you can do it on TikTok. I have the icon of Snapchat here if you are still using, or on Facebook, right? You can also do the passive search, and you can still find really nice stuff there. So, what is happening with different regions? How they are swifting this search behavior? Just for an instance, let's take a look on how people are searching in the US in comparison to Germany and Japan. So, for example, the number one platform for example, in Germany for search is Google, in US as well, but in Japan is basically, you can see here, they're searching more on YouTube, they're searching more on Yahoo or on Twitter. Then you can see that in Germany and the US, they're searching a lot on Pinterest and Spotify. There are countries, for example, the US is and Germany, they are not searching basically nothing on Yahoo anymore, but countries like let's take Japan, they are searching more on Twitter. So there are different type of search engines, not directly related to the whole web, but to their own ecosystem, that they are just having tons of users searching there. And let's say the focus of the marketers today are basically three. We have three types of marketers. That are answering to these three questions. The first question is, what objectives are users looking for? First question. Then, how do users search to identify the sources? Then, what should I offer to users? Thinking about what is their behavior. And here we can see that, okay, in this era of the user, we are transforming our budgets, our marketing budgets as well. How that is changing, basically from 2007 till last year, till this year, to 2020, we saw that most of the investment on marketing is growing a lot. If you have a content marketing team, you can see that you have more than one person there, you have more than one copywriter, you are using plenty of tools that are there, so your marketing budget is growing. And you can see that for advertising, this is the same situation. Pretty much all the advertising dollars for marketing budget are growing, and the prediction for the future is this is going to be something that is going to be growing continuously. Then the spending on different type of industries, for example, on channels, is going to be really high for, let's say, 2020, 2023. The average company that is going to be investing on TV is going to be twice the double on the internet. So all the attention on the internet since last year, this year, and the next couple of years for more than two times than the classical TV ads, for example, which is something really, really incredible. And of course, expanding on different channels, as you can see here, from 2018 and 2023, the spending on different channels, let's say paid search, banner and outstream video ads, in-stream video ads, or email marketing, the expectation is that's going to be growing a lot, especially in-stream video ads, which are working really great on different platforms, especially on YouTube, of course, but you can use that also on TikTok, which is working surprisingly very well for some type of products as well. And this is something that is very interesting for us. We have the questions where the users are, what they are doing, how they are searching, what is the product that I need to offer. And these are the three types of marketers that are working with these three questions. So first we have the advanced marketers. Basically, these are the most advanced marketers in the market that are just trying to buy data, because they are working with technology and innovation. They are working with artificial intelligence, machine learning, and their main focus is to have more data and to work with that. The second type of marketers are working basically with users. They are user-centric. They are concentrating on where the users are, what they're doing, and this is the majority of the companies today. And then we have the third type of marketers that they are trying to copy what intermediate marketers are doing, but with a small budget, right? They have a reason to work more with ads because of the competition that we have today. So if you are in some of these three categories, you can identify yourself and you can see where you are heading. If you are an intermediate marketer, at some point you're going to be working just with data and researching the data that you have and analyzing what you can do next. Okay, so but it's kind of difficult to get the ROI from ads. And that's something that was happening not only this year. Since June 2017, most of the companies, they were not having any ROI from ads, because it's really difficult to expect that this year or next year you're going to be having that ROI. For some of the strategies is kind of easy to predict, for some not. Let's think, for example, SEO, just a 50%, that's the lowest ROI. But strategies that they are not using any kind of prediction for the ROI is, for example, display advertising. They're not expected to have any ROI. Or, for example, the social media, the paid ads, the social paid ads, they're also not expected to have any kind of ROI. And what we can say about this? So basically, there are three trends right now that are attracting all the budgets from our marketing department. 50% of the marketers are just cutting their budgets for the classical ads, because they are implementing more on Amazon, and some of them on voice search, because they are willing to invest more on new technologies. So Amazon voice search are kind of a trend this couple of years, because that is the way that user acquisition is changing. We have several reasons to confirm this. First of all, most of the websites are going to be losing traffic, but SEO will remain important. What we can say about that? So basically, there are companies like Citizens Bank in the US. They are not measuring anymore the number of people, the number of users that they are getting. They're measuring as main KPI the brand impact, how many search features they have, how many type of these results they have. Or companies like Bank Bazaar in India, they're measuring also brand impact, the number of search features they have, because this is something that is really important for attracting more quality users. Then you can see that in Amazon, well, they are forcing companies to reevaluate their budget spending on ads. Why is that? Because most of the users on Amazon, they cannot recognize an ad from a normal product. And the expectation that you are searching some kind of product, that you're going to be doing that in a classical search engine like as Google, is really low these days. In US or in Spain, in Italy, people are searching more products on Amazon than on Google. That already happened 3 years ago. So the main search engine for products is Amazon by far right now. And that's why Steve,
Fernando, I do apologize. We are right at our time, so if you just,
sure.
we do have to wrap up.
Yes, let me wrap up with the. Oh yes, I'm in the last two slides. Sorry about that. So 60% of 65% of the users, they are not noticing any kind of ads on Amazon. Well, basically, we have the information that Amazon is doing great for agencies. They have their special consultation. They have the special banners, and also they are having a lot of information that we cannot recognize, and insider information that, okay, people are investing more on that. And let's say that the revenue from these three giants is kind of different from each other, but Amazon is definitely the future that we have for search, one of the good type of features. And finally, what I was talking about, voice search and the type of users that are working with data, because voice search is something that is gonna be changing the way that people are using to discover new products and services. Is in a very early stage right now, but at some point it's going to be a massive change. That's why I invite you, and this is my final slide, to go and check our Semrush voice search study, which is in semrush.com, and you can see how companies are using the data to identify the key points to attract more people using voice search devices, no matter it's Google, Alexa, or Siri. So basically, with all of that, you have different touch points to say, okay, we have several ways to
Fernando, I
choose
do apologize
channel.
for this
Sure,
over
that
our
was
time.
my last
Is
word.
there a link where
Thank you.
people can go and check it out?
Sure, just go to semrush.com, and in our studies or research, you can just check this last study that we have, and basically the whole presentation.
Appreciate it. We look forward to seeing you at our future events. Thank you so much, Fernando. It was
Thank
our
you very
pleasure.
much.
Everyone, we will see you in the next session.